tents. Nowadays, we see them all around the island. Homelessness has become a growing problem in Hawaii, and residents say that it has become worse in the past year. The government has tried solutions, such as temporary housing or provisions, but the problem has grown too large for them to handle alone. They need to see that the root of the problem is not lacking of money, but the lack of healing in the hearts of the homeless. They are bound by the nature of poverty and cannot break loose of it. That's why God has placed it upon our hearts to approach them with the compassion of Jesus and to make a difference in their lives. We are launching a new ministry to the homeless and needy called The Shelter. As part of a comprehensive plan, we have invested in a housing solution that utilizes dome-like structures that are durable, pleasing to the eye, and comfortable. These can be configured to form a safe and inviting community, and an architectural firm is working on a design. We have already received inquiries from other churches and organizations in partnering on this project. In helping with this mission, you can help us provide a place of worship and refuge for the homeless, a tangible hope to the hurting, and a family for the helpless. Remember, we are anointed to minister to the poor.
Hello, my name is Larry Bertrand, Chief Engineer, InterShelter. Our motto is we shelter the world. With God's great hand, I hope we can do that. The applications are endless. We have homeless communities in LA, I have Ebola clinics in Africa, some fishing lodges in northern Manitoba. The possibilities are endless. The next project, hopefully that will be for the refugees from Syria in Malta, France, Austria, and Germany. I've seen people use the metal containers in Haiti and Africa as housing. Not such a good idea because they have a tendency to, of course, rust, and they're very hot inside when the sun hits them, so you're like living in an oven. You can't get a big enough air conditioner to cool them down to make them bearable. Where the dome, its ambient temperature inside versus the outside is like 15 degrees cooler, and of course the white is very reflective, so you don't get as much heat going on. Plus the air conditioning unit is put right in the window there, and you're cooled down. As far as heating them in Arctic conditions, a small little propane heater is sufficient to heat that thing to 70 degrees at 40 below, no problems. The portability of this versus, say, containers or stick houses, you can't take them apart and move the stick house. You will destroy it. Metal containers, you've got to have a huge truck to move those. This you can take apart, load it in the back of a pickup truck, and take it anywhere on the planet. The advantages of the dome is you can build what you want inside of it any way you want to, kitchen, bathrooms, or you can divide them and make 4 rooms out of them for homeless shelters, if so be it. The applications for this dome is, as I said, endless. So you put 5 on each side, then put a community kitchen, community bathroom in there, and you're good to go. You have a system. And then garden in the middle, you have a neighborhood. The maintenance on them is virtually nil, because all you do is hit it with a hose, but it gets dirty because it washes right off. As I said, they last 35, 40 years without any problems. If you have somebody puts a hole in or something like that, you just unbolt that panel, take it out, slide a new one in, and bolt it back together again. You're finished. Done deal. Structural rating on these things is phenomenal. This thing will take a 40-foot snowpack. That's a lot of snow. And I was in Haiti during a hurricane and unbolted to the ground, and it was just sitting there in 125-mile-an-hour winds, and it did not move. And this thing was rated for 250 miles an hour. So this is a great concept for worldwide applications in any climate, in any weather condition. It comes in 34 colors, and if you so desire a custom color, I'm pretty good with gel coat. I can match the color of your eyes. White is preferable because of its reflective value, but we have some down in California that actually are red. They put their TV antenna, it looks like leaves, so it looks like an apple sitting there. Pretty cool. Don and I have worked in with FEMA, South African Ministry of Health, Doctors Without Borders, Norcott companies who travel the world and set up medical clinics all over the planet. This whole concept is a great thing for humanity. And we are, as I said, we shelter the world. That's what we want to do. Talking with Pastor Cole and his idea of housing the homeless here in Hawaii, this is the perfect solution. It's durable, lightweight, portable. It doesn't take up much space, which is really good for an island such as the Hawaiian Islands, because you don't have the land. So you can put, say, probably 10 or 15 of these in just a 1 acre spot. So that Pastor Cole's idea of housing the homeless which is our idea too. And working with Pastor Cole and InterShelter, this will be a great thing for everybody.